Hi guys. So I actually just did a live and I realized I probably didn't give as much as I should. So I'm going to do it again. I deleted the other one. But I just wanted to jump on here and give a little bit of an update in what has been going on. Um with my concussion and what has been taking place with that, and also what has been going on with my son. For those of you who have watched the video about potentially dealing with a scary diagnosis, and then also what is going on next with me. And I'm so pumped. So, thank you for being here and for watching, and I really do appreciate it. With that, whoever is new, I just want to say welcome. And I hope that you reach out because I love to engage with you guys and know a little bit about you and where you come from and, what you find interesting in the videos that I'm doing and what you want to see videos on. All right, digging in. My concussions. So, what the heck happened? Why have I had 6 concussions? I also did a short about how I have gotten all of them. And we are still trying to figure out. They think that maybe I have something called POTS syndrome. And that is what causes me to pass out and have hit my head so many times. And that is something that I have struggled with since I was going through puberty, is passing out. But not all of my concussions are from that. So, I like to do fun things. I am an adventure seeker. I used to horseback ride. So my first one was when I was younger and I was retraining this racehorse. And long story short, I fell and he stepped on the back of my head and I broke my tailbone and it was a mess. So that's where I got my first concussion. And then there's a few with passing out, snowboarding accident. And then the worst one that I had was when I was living in Hawaii and I got in a moped accident and someone turned in front of us and I was not wearing a helmet, and I actually T-boned the car with my head and flipped over it, and that was a wild experience and story because they thought that my neck was broken, and they backboarded me, take me to the hospital, and I actually had someone pray for me for healing in the ambulance, which was, super cool. But after that one, I had a hard time with recovery, and there were some things that kind of stuck around after that concussion, and that I didn't really realize how much it had affected me. And then when I got this last concussion, I actually got up in the middle of the night with my son to help him with something. And I felt like I was going to pass out, tried to sit down on the toilet, and I did not make it. And I hit my head on the wall and then on the bottom of our sink. But my brain, since I've had so many, just is not recovering the way that I had hoped it would. And so I'm still having some struggles with that because still sensitive to light and sound, and it's been pretty difficult with being overstimulated and dealing with the kids. So my husband and my mom, people have been really stepping up and helping me. As you can tell, I am talking better than the other video you might have seen. So that is exciting, and I am moving forward and progressing. But there's definitely emotional side of things that has been hard. And there's been some depression and some anxiety. And I'm not someone that really struggles that much on a daily basis with anxiety, but it has been pretty difficult and frustrating. Um, I am healing and I am getting better, which is amazing, and I am seeing a functional neurologist. So, those of you who have reached out to me talking about how you have gotten concussions and having post concussion syndrome, I'm first off, I'm so sorry because I understand that struggle, and it is it's really hard and it really does mess with you on a lot of different levels, like physically, obviously, and mentally and emotionally. And um, there's a lot to it. So, if you haven't tried a functional neurologist, try to find one. They are very rare to find. And fortunately, it worked out for me to see one that I'm meeting with every week. And there has been progress made, but there is still some frustration with, I don't know, trying to figure out if this is the new me and the way that my brain's going to work. And so I'm having a hard time with projects and doing tasks and being able to follow through with them and doing them. And word recall has been hard. And also um, being able to engage at work because I work as a pastoral counselor. I'm there 2 days a week. And hearing information and trying to ask the right questions, and like my brain is just not working the way that it should. So that is where I'm at with it, and I am praying for like a full healing and recovery, but also kind of learning that I might just need to come up with some strategies that are going to help me in the way that things might kind of stick around. Um so yeah, I'm not in the NFL. I do not do MMA. I've thought about doing jujitsu with my husband, but that's on hold. And I know he does not abuse me, but thank you for your concern. So that is kind of what's happened there. Update on my son for those of you who have asked because of the video about, facing a possible scary diagnosis. He is going through some testing and he is doing well. And they, some metabolic testing, and they think that he actually does not necessarily show signs of what we thought it might be, where it would, be degenerate, or he would like progress. And then ultimately, like his organs and stuff would shut down. And then that results in them passing away, but his things are coming back really good, but we are still waiting for some other testing from the genetic side. But when you're working with insurance, just takes some time. So we are still in the process of that, but he is doing really well. And that is just such a blessing. So thank you for your prayer and your support in that. And I really do appreciate it. Um, Okay, so what else did I say I was gonna talk about? Oh, okay, so what is next? Okay, I'm so excited about this. With everything that is going on, I I've been struggling a little bit, but I've been wanting to start a podcast for such a long time. And so right now does not seem like the best timing because of everything that's been happening, but at the same time, it is, I think, what's the right next step. And so I will be launching that soon. Um and it is going to be super cool. It's really focusing on women and moms, and just, the pressures that we have around us in the world, and cultural things. And we're going to be talking about marriage. We're going to be talking about adoption, friendships, and being able to hear some of the people that I have on and their stories and where they are today. And, and like how God has been functioning in their life and active. And I think that there's something that we can learn from everyone, as long as, it's presented in the right way. So I hope that you will find encouragement out of it, and also learn something new, or, find a different perspective of things, and just be encouraged by people's stories, and, some of the fun things that we'll be talking about. There will be some heavier topics. We'll be talking about abuse and sexual trauma and those things as well. And it is very exciting that this is finally happening. So I will, as soon as everything is uploaded, because I've already recorded some of them, then I will let you know, but it will be coming to you soon. So also, if you are new here because of that goofy short that I did about how I got my 6 concussions or whatever it is, um, thank you. Thank you for being here, and I hope that you find some value in my content, and I would love to know what it is that you are finding of value, and things that you would like to know more about and hear about in some of the things that I create. This really has started off as like a selfish thing for me, and just my processing and trying to be able to help others, because I really do love that and enjoy that. And with my other job is being a pastoral counselor. Um, I have been struggling with that a little bit since I got this last concussion, because my brain's just not working the way that it should be, and that I would want it to be. And so it's made it a little bit difficult for me. So I'm not meeting with as many people. Um, but I still have a heart and desire to connect with people and to help with people. And um, yeah, so that's what part of all of this is. And I really appreciate you being here and being a part of the community. So reach out, because I love to hear your stories and where you guys are from, and DM me on Instagram. As most of you know that have already, I'm not always the best at getting back to you right away, but I just don't like Instagram, and I'm so bad at, like, I have like 50 unread text messages on my phone. Like, it is a problem, and I am working on it. But I would love to hear from you. So, thank you all for your prayers for me and my recovery, and then also with what's been going on with my son. And we are moving in the right direction, and it is such a blessing, and it is such a cool thing. And It is really neat to see also the power of prayer in all of it. So yeah, thank you for jumping on my first live or for watching my first live. Ooh, a little nerve-wracking, like, holy cow, but thank you again, and I will see you next time. All right, bye. Ooh.